Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Just kind of waking up, you know.
Fair enough. Um, we want to talk to you about, when you extended the offer to Lottie here about events.
Yes, absolutely.
We have an event that we want to do, and it's gonna be a murder mystery.
I love it.
So that one we'd be aiming to put on right before Halloween.
Okay.
And we do also have a few other events too we've cooked up.
I like that a lot. We are working with two other event planners as well. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Michael have all the dates set up on lossantos.me. So there's not too much like overlapping, right? Just in case. But
that way everyone can just check the homepage and see.
Exactly. And I think a good way, but look, it's any event we're always gonna approve as long as the money makes sense. The main thing it needs is like details of how the event works. The second thing is what is it? It needs like like you'll see like on the event legislation, it needs like kind of like an invoice, right? Like a breakdown. This is where all the costs are going, like as detailed as possible, just so there's like accountability, right? So it's not like $250,000 for vehicles, like, you know what I mean? It's gotta be broken down.
It'd be like $5,000 for hiring a cab for a specific purpose. Thing, yeah,
Exactly. And we got some examples in case you want to see some. Once again, that's what Michael can point out to you.
Okay.
I very much recommend a event company, so the money goes to a business account. That's good for everybody. Obviously, you can dole it out from there. I'd recommend giving it, having the business under the main event planner's name.
Means I probably need to spin up an event planning company then.
Yes, absolutely.
And actually formalize this instead of just having it be fun and games.
Yep, and I think it's very convenient to do because you don't know, like it can be very helpful for you, down the line. The next is if there is prize money, the prize money should be above the administrative cost. That's something that we learned very recently because we had an event company, someone in the event company tried to strong arm us, and I put a stop to it immediately. They were pretty much asking to pay out, I don't know, it was ridiculous. They were trying to, like, I don't know how to put this. They wanted like 700. I forgot how much it was. They wanted like $300,000 or $400,000 for an event that was giving out a cash prize of like 150 or 200, something ridiculous like that. And
it's just like the charities that you see that like 90% of every dollar you donate to them goes to their administrative costs, and only 10 cents from the dollar goes to the actual charity.
Yes,
so it makes sense to need to have some accountability with it.
That's and that's the very example I used. Obviously people should be paid a fair wage, but this is the taxpayers' money, right? So we have to make sure that it's spent like appropriately. The next is and I might change the legislation to reflect this, but I don't believe that offices should be winning prize money. Now you don't have to put the clause in there, but we had an event where some cops, if you want to see how sweaty cops can get, go to an event that they participate in. It's actually wild.
I mean,
the opposite for us.
if they're off duty, I have no problem with them winning prize money. But if they're on duty, that's basically the same as me being clocked in as a city clerk and going and working somewhere else.
Well, I mean, let's just say that, like, if you want to see some cheating, cross team, and like it's just you know, I wouldn't have a problem if it wasn't for some of the sweaty participants. It was gross what I witnessed. And I look at it like this, right? It's kind of like if it's a big prize amount, I want to see the people, the everyday person, have an opportunity, right? Seeing it go into the hands of an officer just to me is a little strange, but like I said, you don't have to put those things in. I'd be mindful of it, and we're probably going to change legislation to reflect that, where I think I'm going to make it something like, if you are a law enforcement officer and you win, it goes to a charity of your choice or some shit. I don't know, but you know, we'll see what happens with that.
They'll start making up charities just for them.
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
You know, the first time you caught us when we were doing that little event, we actually occasionally do cash exchange robberies and ended up with events with the cops. So it's
Really?
been very fair and fun.
You
recently,
do
yeah.
the cash exchange robberies. I'm just the event host at the end spot.
Oh man.
We've done so far 3 cash exchanges. First one was a family feud. Second one was a scavenger hunt, and the third one was a monster truck demolition derby. We lost 2 of them, but we won the last one, and they let us walk with the money.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
upcoming, we've got planned a game of Jeopardy as well as a trivia relay race.
That sounds amazing. I think these things
the cops have been having really fun. We always make sure Lucas Miller, Den Shiesty, Albert King, and Crystal Clear are there because they let things go smoothly, I guess you would say. Not
I think
a sweaty cop.
Absolutely. No, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think
It's been fun and stable so far. They've been enjoying it. We've been enjoying it. Everyone is having fun.
Okay. Yeah, this is that is
now you're
perfect.
typical, get in a car and just try and get away and shoot the cops. Get away and drive.
Yep. Yeah, I think yeah.
With the business proposal, I'm assuming with the elections ending probably today or so, that it's too late to submit one of those and have to wait until the new mayor's for hopefully back in office.
I think getting the stuff ready probably makes sense. Obviously, I cannot speak to the intentions of Silas or Ledson. However, I think having it ready in the event I do win, you know, I don't want to guess ahead. You never know. Yeah, I think there's a good chance, but you never really know. A lot of votes are getting split so much. I think being certain about any outcome is a massive question mark. But
honestly, the only thing that I feel who's gonna struggle in that mayorship is probably Brett, with the amount of votes against him, especially alone DCSO voting against him.
Yeah, you are not wrong about that. Yeah, you are not wrong. We're actually, me and Pred are splitting a lot of our votes too. So
yeah, I've been seeing a couple of friends. They've been splitting their votes between you and Pred.
Yeah. So
you know, they don't all vote for one person. Also give Pred a chance to. It is gonna be a hefty, like Michael said. VCSO alone can have 80 votes against Pred, and he needs to beat that beside the people that is already voting against him.
Yeah, that is very true. Very, very true. So yeah, I ideally having at least one event taking place in the city every week is my goal. Having 2, one a week is even better. One before storm, one after storm. So like as many events as you want, you know, as long as it kind of like somewhat detailed out, I will always be approving. We have like almost 160 million now in the county account. Like, so like there's a lot of money. Like I'm ready to spend money, especially if it makes things pop off, you know?
Yeah, I think the best plan with the events that we're probably going to come up with is a flat cost of everything with receipts on how much it costs, and then we'll just leave it to you or Michael to set up the pays for the people running the event, and then the prize money. I think it is only fair that way we don't,
If it's all being done through an event company, then it could all just be handled with the invoice and split out.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That way the
Yeah.
city doesn't have to waste their time figuring out how much an event planner is getting paid or a host is getting paid. That's the business owner's job.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, and
that way it would be fair for the people who are running the event and the prize money, and I guess you could say administration, prize money, and yeah, putting it all at that fair point, I guess.
Yep, absolutely. I think once you get like even one submission form put together, sending out new ones will be very easy, and we're pretty on top of making sure everyone's getting paid right. So,
Okay.
All right. First steps, we've got to get the business though before we can put in the events.
Alright.
Yep. Yep.
Also, one more question: how do you feel about security companies?
I think it's a good idea. I think it kind of depends. I mean, look, I have no problem with security companies, but you know, security companies would still be citizens, and we have contemplated having like tier 3 G6 workers having extra abilities under a security company, right? Being able to like brandish, let's say it's senior buns, like if we were to pass legislation. But it would need to be tied to something like that, because without something tied to that, then, you know, it would get rejected by the DOJ, because it would open up the door for felons doing security with illegal firearms. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was hired as security for long ago for Mayor Mickey. We had a establishment of, they needed a clean background and they needed their weapon license with them. We basically provided protection for Mickey and whoever paid for protection. Yeah, we were freely allowed to brandish, especially around Mickey.
I think 5 years ago things were very different. Nowadays, San Andreas, everyone, look, yeah, 5 years ago I think you could get away with it. Nowadays, officers, marshals, there's always going to be some law enforcement officer looking to screw you over, a technicality. So
I mean, you could always play the card that culprit almost got assassinated a few times now.
They
That is
would
proof enough.
I don't think no, it wouldn't, unfortunately. Like, they would just be like, you have an illegal gun, you're going to jail. And then, you know.
No, the illegal gun, yeah. But I think everyone should have their own personal gun. Or if it comes to be guns issued by the company for their employees.
Yeah, I like the idea. It's just DOJ would be such a massive amount of red tape around that. But
DOJ is just brain rot, honestly.
Yeah, it's
also with that false fucking search warrant against Marco, it's just brain rot right now.
Wait, what happened?
There was a malpractice in the warrant.
Really?
Yeah. First said he told you it, but I don't know if you remember.
What was the name?
Marco Fay, I believe. Let me check. Marco Frey.
Marco Frey. You're gonna have to remind me.
Oh yeah. If I see first, I can probably get I can get him to get you a call. There is a malpractice of the officer, which is a marshal, and the judge signing the warrant 15 seconds. So
oh, yes. Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Commanding officer signing it 14 hours later.
Oh, what the fuck? Yes,
Yeah.
I did hear about this. I didn't know the name that was tied to it. I would love to see the warrant myself if I could get a copy.
Oh, it is on the docket.
It's on the docket.
So the raid was conducted on 9th of October, 11:58. I'm assuming it's PM, not AM. The officer signed off at it was Marshal Craig Barrett at 12:01:05 AM. Then the judge signed on it on 12:01:21 AM, 15 seconds later, or 16 seconds. And then Brittany Angel signed on it after a whole last 14 hours.
That okay. I'm gonna take a look at it. I did hear about this generally, but I didn't realize it was on the docket. This is
Yeah, it's very interesting.
yeah.
First was annoyed with something that the DOJ did. I can't remember what it was, so he started posting this on Twitter and
I
pointing out
see.
the marshals and the DOJ's.
I knew it. I knew it
search warrants.
was different. Okay. All right, easy. All right.
We'll find out more. We'll give probably Michael Razzle a call regarding the business once we have it all written up and ready.
Hell yeah.
And then we'll go from there. We'll try to set up a business account. And
Yeah. Fantastic. If I do get reelected, we could get this going this week. So
That'd be amazing.
all right.
we're
That way
hoping
we
you
can-
get reelected.
That way we can do the murder mystery in time for Halloween.
Yes, absolutely. Murder mystery is
take
always a fun one.
Oh,
Oh,
and
I've-
could maybe even do a double up and also do a costume contest.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a
Prize for the scariest, the most accurate or realistic,
yep.
funniest, stuff like that.
Yeah. That sounds fantastic. I like that.
I was planning on doing the murder mystery during this storm and the other storm to give, different people a chance of enjoying the fun on it. Only problem is just writing how many characters and their background. That's gonna drain me.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yep.
We can split it up and divide and conquer and get it knocked out.
Okay. Well, hell
Thanks
yeah.
so much, Nino. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And thank you for guys
taking the
stepping
time to
by.
speak with us.
Of course. If you guys ever need anything, feel free to, give me a call.
No worries.
All right.
Will do.
All right. Y'all stay safe.
You too.
It's good to see a lot more people jumping in on the event stuff.